Hey guys, want to have a quick conversation real quick. Um, while Blaze is sitting here snoring in my lap, so I want to have a quick conversation with you guys. So, guys, tell me something: Is $100,000 a year salary that still good money in 2026? How many of you think $100,000 a year salary for a single individual? How many of you guys think that is still a great salary that people should still try to achieve? Let me give you some statistics. Only 18% of individuals make over $100,000 a year. Only 18%. So 82% of the population makes less than $100,000 a year. 40% of households make $100,000 a year. Combined household. Only 40% of households have a combined income of over $100,000 a year. So we're talking about married couples, whatnot. Because I hear individuals talking very negatively about $100,000 a year salaries. We know today in 2026, that's not life changing money. It's not life changing money. But I but I feel it's still a goal that individuals should still shoot for. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to use myself as the case study because I like to use myself as the case study like I always do. So, guys, I did not hit 100 grand a year till I was 47 years old. I didn't hit 100 grand a year till I was 47 years old. So I've only been making over 100 grand for, I'll be 54 in March. So I've only been making over 100 grand a year for 7 years. And it was my goal, and my personal goal was to get to 100 grand or more. But here's the deal though. And like I said, we know in 2026 with the cost of living, 100 grand a year is not life changing money like it was 10 years ago or 15 years ago. But like I said, I still think that's a goal that individuals should still try to strive for. Not like it's going to make you wealthy or anything like that, but individuals should still have income goals that they want to achieve. That's just my opinion. So in 2025, like I just got my W 2s. I know what I made last year. I was aware of what I made last year. Last year in 2025 was my third highest earnings year of my life. My third highest earnings year of my life. But here's the deal. If I never would have got to 100,000, I never would have got to the income I made in 2025. If I never would have got to 100,000, I never would have got to 125,000. And if I never got to 125,000, I would have never got to 150,000. When I got to 150,000, if I had never got to 150,000, I would have never got to 175,000. If I never got to 175,000, I would have never got to 200,000. I've gotten to in the last 6 years. Wait a minute, 47, 54, 7 years. So in the last 7 years, I've hit 200K twice. But I never would have hit 200K if I never got to 100K or 150K. 150K or 175K, I would have never got to 200K. I didn't make 200K last year, but I can tell you one thing. If I stand on my deck, I can see it very close. I can see it close. I didn't hit 200K last year, but if I stand in my backyard on my deck, it's within sight. It was within sight, but I didn't hit it. But the fact of the matter is, I see so many people talking about, oh, 100K is not a whole lot of money. 100K isn't this. 100K isn't that. Yeah, we know it's not life-changing money. But you still need to have income goals. Because 100K is better than 75K. 100K is better than 50K. 100K is better than 40K. In my opinion, the more money you make, the more money you have to build wealth. That's the point I want to get to. The more money you make, the more money you have to build wealth. Because it's easier to build wealth at 150K a year than it is at 65K a year. And I don't think anybody will dispute that. And if you're making 100K a year and you're a single individual like I am, single adult, and you're making that type of money, and you keep your debt low, you keep your debt minimal, you stay out of the matrix, you're not spending foolishly, not taking out car payments, running up credit card debt, taking out personal loans, buying cars every other year, you can grow some serious wealth. You can grow some serious wealth. I don't care if you're making over 100K, and if you're in debt, you're toast. Don't matter what you make if you're in debt. If you're in debt, you are toast, no matter the income. But I hate to hear people shitting on 100K a year. And mostly people that say it's no money, it's the ones that don't even make near 100K anyway. They're the first to say, oh, 100K is nothing. But it's mostly the ones that haven't even sniffed 100K a year. Those are the ones that are saying there's no money. Because me making over 100K, I think it's a very decent income. And you can do something with it if you're not heavily in debt. So if you don't make 100K, don't let people tell you it's nothing or it's nothing to strive for. Because I think it's still a huge deal. Because 100K is better than 50K. 100K is better than 75K. Because if you don't make 100K, you'll never get to 125K. You'll never get to 150K. You'll definitely never get to 200K. So you need to set income goals just like you set other financial goals. That's just Frank's opinion. Some people may disagree, and that's okay. On my channel, you are free to voice your opinion. But like I say, personally, if I never would have got to 100K, I never would have hit 200K twice in the last 7 years. So guys, just wanted to have this quick conversation with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. My buddy right here snoring. He's comfortable and spoiled as all get out. This is my guy. Y'all know how I feel about Blaze. This is my guy. So guys, please remember to like this video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, always remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank and Blaze, we out here.